Her first question is, what is Kim Taehyung's true relationship with the members? I already did a lot of Fimin and Taekook in the past. I made like 3 videos of Fimin. On the first year I'm making this channel, I made a lot of Fimin contents because, yeah, well, I like it, yeah. I like their dynamic, they are very fun together, but it's not the best ship, of course. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, let's do Taehyung, Kim Taehyung. His true relationship with the other BTS members. In general first, how does Taehyung view his relationship with the other BTS members? Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and Page of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. This is a code, not literal. This is a code. The code is sisterhood. A Queen of Pentacles is a feminine energy that is solid and structured. And, you know, this is not like abstracting, but it's something real, materialized. Yeah, so this is like a friendliness, supporting each other. But the nuance is Pentacle. Yeah. The nuance is about job, money, yeah? So it's like, yes, it is a brotherhood, but the very nurturing, loving, solid brotherhood. Knight of Pentacles. Imagine they were in the military. Imagine they were soldier. If they are soldier, they were drafted together. They are placed in the same legion, yeah, from 0 until they become hero. They're together. They're been through a lot of muddy war together, bleed together, fight together. Oh my god, it's so romantic, the energy here, yeah. Just like Taehyung, yeah. Taehyung and Namjoon, they're both are same, yeah. They're so romantic, both of them. I know the size of your shoe, yeah. If enemy want to know about you, all they need to do is kidnap me and scan through my brain, yeah. But it's very nurturing friendship between them, yeah. And also Page of Wands. This is the strongest masculine taste in this reading, yeah, which is about adventure, passion, yeah, young energy, yeah. I'm a young boy traveling around the world with my band, with my loyal band, yeah. What he loved the most is, I think, the loyalty between them. I think it's very romantic in the language of One Piece kind of romance. You know, in One Piece there's no romantic pairing, but the romance is about the adventure itself, yeah. What is romance in One Piece? It's about passion, yeah. I always reference to One Piece because that's one of the only manga that I read, yeah. I don't really read manga actually, but when I do, I really eat it up. I only read the best. Yeah, that's how he see his friendship with the other BTS members. Let me fix the camera. So, as we see from this combination, if you ask me, is there any romantic potential between them? I would say no. Yeah, it's just pure brotherhood. Maybe somebody have crush on Taehyung in secret, I don't know, but Taehyung himself, he see his friendship with the other BTS member as brotherhood that is very nurturing, loving, creative. What I mean by nurturing is that you can grow. It's not on the sense of, I don't want you to be better of me, so I'm gonna limit your advance, but I'm gonna calling you bro, and in front of the camera I'm gonna kiss you, yeah. Not that kind of hypocrite, yeah. It's very nurturing, very loving, yeah. And I think their friendship is, yeah, can be considered genuine. Now let's see which members that he loved the most. Which of the BTS member that he loved the most? Ace of Swords, Death and Rebirth, King of Pentacles. The BTS members that he loved the most is someone who is considered the smartest, which is difficult because I think all of them are smart, yeah. All of them are very intelligent. But with the death here, I don't know if he changed his favorite member over times, or this is telling the members that had been through a rough transformation in their life. And King of Pentacles is a BTS member who's very generous. Almost feel like Namjoon here. That's why I'm gonna clarify each cards. Is this clarifying this or standalone? Okay, from this Witches deck, it says 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and Judgment. Okay, can you clarify the Death and Rebirth? Death and Rebirth is 8 of Wands. And this is not that he changed his favorite member, but this signifying this. His favorite members means just one person, right? So this is describing one person. I'm gonna read this straight, and yeah, well, I'm gonna leave it to you to decide who this person is. I'm gonna guess also. The person is intelligence, yeah, in which I think all of them are intelligence. Wait, I wanna know why they give me the Death and Rebirth, and why is it has something to do with 8 of Wands. Why Death and Rebirth? Ace of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Clarify Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is Judgment, and this is also Judgment. Okay, so actually it's really 1%. The whole formation is actually really describing 1%. It feels like this certain BTS member has been through hard time with him. I mean, there's a pace, yeah, especially when Yeontan was still alive, yeah. Well, let me throw back to Yeontan first, yeah, because in my previous reading about Yeontan, I'm gonna throw it back to Yeontan. Yeah, I'm gonna link that to that first. Do you know that the reason why an animal is entering our life is sometimes they are here to assist us to get through a certain pace of our life. An example, my dog Armin, he was here to assist me during this transformational turbulence time in my life, which is right now. Yeah, because actually it's very tough, yeah, very tough. So if I don't have a reason to smile, I'm probably gonna collapse. And that's why universe sent me such a cute little boy, this grumpy little boy, to assist me. He has to look so damn cute, so whenever I see his face, I smile and laugh. Yeah. Why? Because I need that. Yeah. In this pace of life, I need to laugh a lot. Yeah, and that's why my dog was here. Yeontan is same with Taehyung. It seems like when I read the cards, yeah, remember, it's just my card perception, yeah. I'm not him, I don't have any connection with him, and I don't know him personally, but this, what I'm about to say is the card perspective that I read about him, yeah, in my previous reading. I have to do this disclaimer, or else if somebody got mad and dissatisfied with my interpretation and they report this to YouTube gonna messing with my content, yeah, my hard work. Yeontan, the reason why Yeontan was sent to Taehyung is because Taehyung need assistant, yeah, to get through this time. What I imagine is a child exploring the world with wonders, and Yeontan was there assisting him as a loyal friend. That's what I feel. Right now, what I see is that if you ever played that silhouette game, yeah, that is what I see. And that kid is Taehyung when he is on a BTS. He have to see the world. He have to absorb everything that he need to absorb. Learning, yeah. This BTS success is actually part of him learning what the universe want to teach him, and Yeontan was sent to assist him, right? And then after Yeontan passed, Taehyung enter military service and that pace of life is Saturn return for him? I think, yeah. It's a Saturn return for Taehyung. What it means? It means he is entering another phase of his life and ready to embrace his true destiny, what he really needs to do. Yeah, whatever it is. So this person, this BTS member, this certain BTS member is very important member for him. Yeah, we see this is a judgment, and there is a judgment, death, and Ace of Swords. Strong sign. Yeah, look, this ain't playing. This is really a soulmate. Yeah, whether he realized this or not, this is really a real soulmate that is sent. Yeah, that agree. Hey, let's face this together. Yeah, yes, another BTS member. Yeah, this BTS member was there for him during this transformational life. I don't know what this BTS member contribute to him, but their contribution is very important because it has something to do with spirituality, with this is hangman energy, to be honest, yeah, and wheel of fortune energy, the world energy also. So they don't make appearance here, but that's the energy. This BTS member's role is to help him to get another perspective of life. If you want to change, this is your other options. What I mean by options is that changing is not easy, right? You certainly ever heard a phrase saying people don't change. Yeah, people don't change. Don't ever try to change them, right? That's true. Not because people really never change, but changing is not easy. To change, you need to admit that you were wrong. Yeah, you need to break your ego. And breaking your ego is such a shameful experience. In example, if I believe that Suga will be my future spouse, and I live my whole life watching Mrs. BTS reading about Mrs. Suga, yeah, how she behave, what she like, what's her job, and I feel that it resonates with me, and I force it to resonate with me, and I took it as my direction, which is maybe it's not the case for me, right? Maybe it's not what the right guidance for me, but since I feel that it resonates, I follow it. I've been living my whole life a lie, right? I'm not going anywhere. But changing is difficult because I already make that thing my identity, which is Mrs. Suga. Changing is difficult because if I want to change this belief that I'm gonna be Suga's future spouse one day, what I need to do is to admit that this is not real, this is not love, and I was wrong all along. What happened when I admit that? My whole identity, my whole reality is crumbled, crushed, and I don't know what else to hold on because I already made that my identity for years. I don't know any other options than that. My whole life is believing that I'm gonna meet Suga one day and he's gonna fall in love with me and we're gonna marry. If you took that away from me, I don't know any other options. I don't know any other identity that I need to hold on. That's why changing is difficult, and that's why I'm trying my best to not insult these people unless they do it first, yeah? Because they already suffering. That is what I mean by option. And because changing is difficult, you need to break your ego to get this outcome. That's why you need someone to show you, look, there's another option than what you're always doing. You don't have to do this. You don't have to always fight your own reflection on a mirror, fighting a losing battle. You don't go anywhere. You're just running in the circle. And this person, this BTS members, was there in his tough life to help him see that there's another option, so he can become this King of Pentacles. Yeah, again, that's just my guess. Yeah, I could be wrong, I could be right. If you have another idea what is this, go and take a guess. But I'm gonna guess that a lot of you gonna think that this is Jungkook or Jimin. Yeah. Yeah, that is the hint. Yeah, that is the hint. His favorite BTS member is someone who's there beside him during his transformational phase in his life. And I think this transformation phase is happening after Yeontan passed away, because it marks the end of chapter of Taehyung's life and a beginning of a new chapter. All right. Now I'm gonna get into the details. I'm gonna check each members, what are their true friendship. So let me know in the comment section, what's your guess who's this member is? Meanwhile, I'm gonna take my own guess that I'm guessing that this is Namjoon. If not Namjoon, I don't know about Jimin. I really don't know about Jimin. Okay, let's continue on the reading.